Sister Wives David makes Kody Brown save final last curls. Is Sister Wives star Kody Brown saving his final curls due to his ex-wife, Christine Brown Woolley's new husband, David Woolley? Christine was adamant that her next man after Kody would have tattoos, ride a motorcycle, and be bald. These are traits that David possesses and she loves. Yet what does David have to do with Kody's hair? Keep reading for further details. David makes Kody Brown save final last curls. When Christine Brown Woolley told Kody Brown she was leaving him, she was also leaving Flagstaff. She shared that she and their youngest daughter truly were headed to Utah. This was a huge deal, and Kody tried to sway them not to go there. He claimed that the men in Utah would be so against polygamy that the moment they learned who Christine was in her past, they would use and abuse her. She did not care and took her chances, being very clear as to what she wanted. The man she was looking for was the complete opposite of Kody, as she wanted a man who rode a motorcycle, had tattoos, and was bald. Kody is known to hold on to the hair he has left. Recently, David and Christine did an interview where he was asked what advice he would give to Kody. He shared he would tell him to get rid of the hair. However, Sister Wives fans do not think that Kody could go for a drastic shave at this point, and for good reason. If he were to alter his appearance like that, they believe he would get compared to David. A Reddit thread was started to share why Kody will keep his curls. The OP made a list and started with Kody Brown being compared to David Woolley. They then added Kody could no longer have the ponytail option, which Janelle Brown loved. Then there's Roby Brown and how she taught him how to do the perfect curls. Sister Wives fans immediately felt that Kody Brown could never shave his head, now solely because of David Woolley. Even if it was the best option, he has to differentiate himself from the new husband. At this point, Kody is losing hair by the season and may just have to accept his fate or get plugs, as one Redditor mentioned. Yet it does not seem he will be buzzing anytime soon. The dynamics within the Brown family have never been simple. From the constant battles for respect among sister wives to the shifting sands of loyalty and power struggles, it's been an emotional roller coaster for everyone involved. However, the most unexpected twist yet unfolded when David Woolley, Christine Brown's fiancé, delivered an ultimatum to Kody Brown that no one saw coming. Save your final curls or face a very public reckoning. The curl crisis. Kody Brown's signature curly mane has long been a symbol of his identity. Over the years, his locks have been the subject of admiration, ridicule, and everything in between. But as stress, aging, and perhaps karma took their toll, Kody's curls began to thin, leaving behind a shadow of their former glory. His once voluminous hair now resembled a tufted cloud struggling to maintain its shape, a metaphor, perhaps, for his crumbling plural family. David Woolley, ever the unexpected disruptor, found himself at the center of a light-hearted conversation with Christine about Kody's diminishing curls. What began as a casual joke turned into a mission for David. He suggested that Kody preserve his final curls as a keepsake, not only for nostalgia, but as a symbolic gesture of letting go of the past and embracing change. Christine, who had long moved past her feelings for Kody, laughed it off initially, but quickly realized that David was serious. And so, the seeds of a hair-centric showdown were planted. David's ultimatum. David, known for his straightforwardness, decided to confront Kody directly during a rare family gathering. With Christine's support, he approached Kody with an air of seriousness that caught everyone off guard. "Kody," David began, leveling his gaze, "your curls have been a part of your identity for decades. They've been there through your ups and downs, your marriages, and your mistakes. But now they're fading, just like your grip on this family. I think it's time to save what's left, not just the curls but the lessons they represent. Kody, predictably, bristled at David's tone. "What are you even talking about? My hair is none of your business, and neither is my family." Christine stepped in, her voice calm but firm. "David's not trying to insult you, Kody. He's making a point. Holding on to the last of your curls could be a way to reflect on everything that's happened and what you've learned or haven't learned." Janelle, who had been quietly sipping her iced tea on the sidelines, chuckled. "This might be the weirdest intervention I've ever witnessed." Kody's reluctant reflection. The confrontation left Kody seething, but it also planted a seed of doubt. He retreated to his massive RV, his recent refuge from the turmoil of family life, and stared at himself in the mirror. His once proud curls, now sparse and lifeless, seemed to mock him. For the first time, Kody saw them not as a point of pride, but as a reflection of his failures. His inability to maintain harmony among his wives, his estranged relationships with many of his children, and his bruised ego. Against his better judgment, Kody called his hairstylist, someone he hadn't seen in years, since deciding he could manage his iconic mane himself. The stylist, upon hearing his request to preserve the final curls, was understandably confused but agreed to help. The great curl ceremony, word spread quickly among the Browns, and what began as a private matter soon turned into a full-fledged family event. Christine and David decided to host a curl ceremony at Coyote Pass, inviting all the Browns, current and former wives, children, and even a few curious friends. The idea was to make the event a symbolic goodbye to the past and a step toward healing. On the day of the ceremony, a small stage was set up with a barber's chair placed prominently at the center. Christine and David stood nearby, wearing matching outfits adorned with fox curls for comedic effect. The mood was a mix of lightheartedness and underlying tension. Kody arrived last, his usual bravado dimmed by the weight of the moment. His remaining curls were meticulously styled, giving them a final hurrah. As he sat in the chair, the crowd fell silent, unsure of what would happen next. "Before we do this," Kody said, his voice tinged with emotion, "I want to say something. These curls might not mean much to anyone else, but they've been a part of me through every phase of my life. Letting them go feels like letting go of a piece of myself. But maybe that's what I need to do to move forward." Christine's emotional response. Christine, who had been preparing to laugh off the whole event, felt a sudden pang of emotion. She hadn't expected Kody to open up so vulnerably, and it reminded her of the man she had once loved, the man who had been lost to ego and power struggles. As the stylist snipped away the last of Kody's curls, there were tears, laughter, and even a few cheers. Each curl was carefully placed in a glass jar, labeled with a plaque that read, "Kody's Last Stand." A turning point, or not. The ceremony ended with a barbecue and plenty of awkward conversations. Kody, surprisingly, seemed lighter, freer, as though shedding his curls had also shed some of his emotional baggage. He even managed a civil conversation with David, who offered him a beer and a truce. But true to form, Kody's moments of clarity were fleeting. By the next day, he was back to blaming Christine and Janelle for the family's troubles, dismissing the curl ceremony as ridiculous nonsense. The family's take. The reactions from the rest of the family were predictably varied. "Janelle, honestly, I just came for the food. But if it helps Kody grow up, I'm all for it." "Mary, it was interesting. I think Kody missed the point, but at least he looks better now." "Christine, it felt cathartic, even if Kody didn't fully embrace it. Sometimes you have to let go of the past to make room for something better." Robin, "I don't understand why everyone makes fun of Kody so much. He's been through a lot, and his hair is just one more thing he has to deal with." A legacy of curls. While the curl ceremony didn't magically mend the Brown family's fractured relationships, it did create a moment of levity and reflection. The glass jar of Kody's curls now sits on a shelf in Christine and David's home, a quirky reminder of a day when the family came together for something as trivial and profound as hair. And for Kody, the absence of his curls may not have changed him overnight, but perhaps, just perhaps, it planted the seeds for a more self-aware version of the man who once believed he could have it all.